Ladies and gentlemen, we're currently watching a hand warmer here at Clutch City Clutch 2. Of course, you are joined by your fan, your #1 fan. You're a #1 fan of me too, C&B Chandy. And of course, Jeff Foxworthy, my static commentary partner as of recently. I'd say for about a year, right?
Just about a year, yeah. We are the San Antonio Classic, even though neither of us are from San Antonio.
That's true. They need classics there, though. they're in desperate need of
If there was
classics.
one thing that San Antonio needed.
Speaking of a classic, we got the Fox Puff matchup, which I think is the classic of 2017 Melee.
Believe it or not, I know what you were saying about this.
Yes, Jeff just finished playing a nail-biter set against Pip. It was no big deal. It was really awesome. But generally, we've been seeing this matchup a lot at higher levels of play. And one of the things that you will notice at mid-levels of play is that Puff's punish game on Fox is very, very skewed. And often, Fox doesn't have the tools or the fundamentals at mid and low levels of play to effectively play neutral.
I'm going to call this person Handi. I think that's what his tag is.
Handi?
Handi. He's got a Snorlax shirt. He looks like a Puff main. And he got up air just like a Puff main.
I don't know what to say about the comment looks like a Puff main. But
yeah.
I guess we'll gloss over that
So the
one.
very first thing he did was he did Nair regrab at 0%, which I've never seen. So I'm going to assume that Burr was holding down.
Oh, that's a K-Berry classic.
Oh, it's a K-Berry classic?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
pretty
like,
much any aerial that's not bear into a grab is the K-Berry classic, by the way. Did you see that Sig rest off stage? K-Berry classic right there.
Sick. Oh. Nice control center from Burr right now, and there you go. Up throw up there. Those were quick.
Burr coming from the Dallas players, he's definitely on the come up there. I think he recently made their PR banner.
He did. He is 9th right now, yeah.
And he's got there's plenty of Puffs in Dallas. The biggest one, obviously, that everybody knows about is SDJ, who's been on a tear of his own. But Burr is certainly not looking very lost in the matchup. Waiting pretty diligently on the ground and letting Handi sort of swing into him. As Fox, we have the mobility advantage in this matchup. You can afford to play a lot more reactively. And I think Burr is kind of taking that and running with it right now. Although he will eat that because he F-smashed on shield.
The thing about recovery in Fox Puff is that Puff can commit basically to either covering the side. Ooh, okay. Crouch cancel up smash even though he hit him. He got that anyway. Puff has to commit to either covering, like, if you double jump out and you go up with Firefox, Puff can cover that, but only if she, like, preemptively jumps out there. Or she can reactively just bear a side beat in. So grabbing the edge as Puff against Fox is not the most, like, you gotta get those. You gotta get those.
Puff being so light, it's a huge bonus to her. In fact, she doesn't get really comboed by a lot of the cast, and she has a great recovery. But she also has really a hard time fast falling quickly to get those deep edge guards.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have a lot of great hitboxes for it either. Drill, people can SDI up through it, and you almost give them height sometimes.
Yeah.
And a falling Nair will often trade with Firefox, which is what you want, but it's hard to get that hitbox, especially when you're falling slowly. And a nice bit of shield pressure there, just some grounded normals, jab on his shield, and reading the roll.
Burr scheming for this jab up smash, and I appreciate it. I'm a jab up smash believer.
I think you're a running up smash prayer is what you are.
Well, people change. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say that that's not the Jeff Foxworthy. Raw up smash and neutral that hits every single time for some reason. No one knows why, but they call it random just to make themselves feel better. But
right.
Burr starting this match out already. Up throw, up air. He has not missed one, I don't think, and he's making these stocks go by quick so far. Still in center with some lasers, and then walling her out when she comes in. I'm liking it. So,
a gutsy pound.
Big pound.
Ooh.
There
and he gets
you
the rolling
go.
up tilt into rest. Not bad. Pound is a huge commitment, especially when Fox wasn't really taking a lot of percent. You can crouch pound, which is another interesting option. But
don't scam. Not bad for it. Oh no! Regrab him! Oh, totally throw it
you gotta
back.
be worried about that. Every Fox, when they land after that, they're thinking of their short list of panic options. A lot of times it'll be an immediate spot dodge or a shine. But waiting and up smashing Puff at the ledge just seems like kind of a no-brainer.
Handi, actually, the adjustment he's made so far is pound. His first pound got him and led him to a rest, and that pound, if he would have converted like back air immediately, he could have gimped him right there. And dead. Oh my goodness, 73.
That's a good point about Pound. Puff has a lot of great aerial horizontal mobility. She takes a long time to go vertically with her multiple jumps, but allowing her to have some sort of burst movement tool that kind of circumvents her usual trajectory in the air, like Pound, just a really far scooping, reaching hitbox with a pretty good angle. It's just a really powerful tool for her when she's trying to call out overshoot options.
I see what Burr's trying to do here. He finds himself stuck at the corner, and Handi's kind of doing the, full hop bear, full hop again bear, like trying to not let him in. And Burr went for, I think the shield grab was probably just impatience, but he went for like a full hop, overshoot nair. F smash is a good move. He went for like an overshoot nair type of thing to try and take the stage away, and that can work. But if they fade all the way, what?
Yeah, that was a trade up tilt. But
Oh, that was up. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it was jab or something like that.
No.
I was like, why did he go up?
oh, what year is it? Jab off the top. Come on.
Hey, man.
Show some,
Maybe
show some class.
he's dweening off the top, dude.
Oh yeah, he's getting that Peruvian quarter circle DI. It's tough, you know. A few people can practice that level of jutsu, but
yeah.
and that's wicked mad trad right there.
Okay, no TI.
I like that he went for the lasers first, like, oh yeah, that's what I do. But then he was on the ground, so it was rough.
Burr is 100% with up throw uppers right now. Handy, we got to talk about some
Actually,
smash DI.
he did smash DI the last one that he did. But I think it may have actually just been Burr not running enough.
Oh,
before
I just
he got
didn't
hit.
get the hit.
Who's to say? It's really hard to say these days because some people actually do know how to do it and some people don't even know it exists.
And up air. There you go.
Nice. And a quick 2-0, pretty
Convincing.
commanding.
Yeah, convincing from Burr. Good stuff.
Like I said, he's got the patience for it. I don't want to make a blatant statement about the style of play in DFW, but I feel like they're all very defensively solid, and I'm not. That's not necessarily a knock or anything. I definitely play that way myself, and I can respect it when I see it executed well, like Burr just did.
Absolutely.
So,
I remember.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I remember when Burr basically first started coming to tournaments, and he was like, you know, he'd go 0-2, and then he'd be like, Jeff, can you let's play friendlies. Can you teach me this? He would probably beat me right now.
Yeah.
He's top 10, baby. Look at that. That's so awesome. Good for him.
He's coming up pretty hard.
We need more foxes in DFW.
That's true.
Keep the floaties down.
Now, while the camera is on me, Jeff, do you mind if I explain the way that I'm dressed? I talked about it already once in a monologue, but we weren't even live. But I'm currently dressed as Rex Kwando. You can see my American flag pants.
I can see them.
Right? They're pretty neat. It is Halloween weekend. I had
those subtle like.
Jeff did the no look during his pip set. It was very swaggy. I really enjoy it.
Just like you take a stock, look at the crowd.
No, my favorite one is you reach over, you're like, oh, dude, your badge a little bit. Do him with the flip nose. No, it does that in 2017, dude. Did not realize meta.
I think that